Last but not least, we're joined here today by Victoria Tolman, the daughter of Steve and Sue, who all of you know have gone through an especially trying time. And those of you who are parents, grandparents, or soon-to-be parents, your heart goes out, and it's appropriate that we, first of all, recognize Victoria, her special effort, her wonderful recovery. We wish her a full, speedy recovery.
It was just like a fever, you know, like flu-like symptoms, and like you'd think she had a cold. The night before, actually, she went into the Museum of Science with her 6th grade class at St. Columbkills. She was, you know, pretty good. I mean, she felt fine, and when she came home, she said, you know, I just feel a little tired, you know, like a sore throat cold type of thing. You think it's nothing. You give them the old orange juice and maybe some Tylenol or something, and she went to bed, and in the morning, she woke up, and Siobhan and her share a room, and she sent her down and said, "Get Dad, something's wrong." And I never forget, I came upstairs and I said, "Vic, what's the matter?" And she said, "Dad, it just doesn't feel right. I don't feel right." And I leaned over and I said, "Vic, sit up." And she sat up, and I said, "Can you stand, honey?" And she said, "Dad, I can't stand."
I remember my dad saying, hold your head up, Vic. Come on, you can hold it. And I couldn't.
It was puzzlement on their eyes. I mean, they didn't know. They had no idea.
It was so hard because I wanted to talk, and it just wouldn't come.
November, I think it was either Halloween night or November when we moved over to Franciscan Children's Hospital.
I mean, this was my home from October to January 1st. This was my home.
When you're in a regular hospital, it's a hospital, but when you're in Franciscan Children's Hospital, it's really your home and your family, and everybody looks out for everybody, and it's like a good feeling that maybe should be spread around the world.
The doctors and nurses were just so caring and comforting.
And there wasn't a lot of hope. I mean, you know, when she left there, I remember that her hands were clutched shut. She couldn't talk, and she couldn't eat solid foods. And
the doctors had said, you know, you're going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, and there was no way that was happening. I was going to walk.
I'm a big proponent of water therapy, and we would go to the Cape in South Harwich, and there was a pond down there, a long pond. We call it Miracle Water. And I remember that we would help Vicky would get under her elbows, like, and we'd walk her into the water. And when we put her at waist high, she could walk. There was a short sand to the parking lot. She took a step and then walked. I remember we counted, because I saw that first step, 22 steps around the van to the other side of the car. I'll never forget that day, because we realized that we had something and that there was hope.
I didn't want to be in a wheelchair. It took me from 1996 till my 8th grade graduation to walk on my own. So I'm in the master's program at BC. I finished last May. I walked.
She actually, this semester, she took her last course for the bachelor's and one course for the graduate degree.
I'm Amy, and I'm a lead teacher in the preschool classroom. Vicky's my assistant teacher, so we work very close together. She's great. I just started a few weeks ago, so she's kind of been showing me the ropes, helping me get introduced to all the kids and learn their different personalities.
I love it. I love the atmosphere. The people are friendly, energetic. Just great to be surrounded by people that care about something, like children or taking care of the sick.
I guess she probably says, "Dad, you know, you gotta let me grow up."
I actually just moved out of my parents' house last Friday, so it's a big move to be on my own.
She's ready. She stayed home all through college, and I'm very proud of her. I mean, she did it on her own.
You know, make my own lunch, own breakfast.
And I guess what we can do is just give our children the best and hope that they make the right decisions, and that's a good thing.
these are things I always wanted to do. Like, growing up, I always wanted to go to BC. After being sick, I wanted to be a nurse and give back.
She's been a fighter. She's not afraid to stand up, and I guess, you know, we're pretty proud of her.
We know that you have spent a lot of time in Washington trying to restore our Title I funds. What would we do without our special computers, the Reading at Home program, and 3 of our excellent teachers who would have to go to another school?
I love what my dad does and what my uncle did.
Did she mention that?
It's just that great experience that you can make laws and you can help people that need help.
I don't know where she'd get that idea.
Maybe one day in the future, you will see me up there being a politician at the State House, or who knows where.
We have to make sure she doesn't get in too early.
But I definitely want to do it, I think.
I just hope she doesn't run against me. We have to talk to her now.
We'll see.
No. Did she mention that?
Right after my dad, against my dad.
I don't think so.
Everyone says that.
We wanted just to wait a little bit, huh?
I was on stage at the Comedy Connection, and I was really nervous about holding the papers because I didn't want them to fall. When I get nervous, I don't want to crinkle these up. I tend to crinkle things up. So I was like, what am I going to do? So whatever. I go out there, I'm holding it and talking about, I don't even know what. I'm doing my speech. All of a sudden I hit the mic. And I go, oh. And I said it to myself, like, oh. But it went into the mic and I just didn't realize it. All of a sudden the whole crowd sat laughing. And you just sit there like, I really didn't mean to say that.
The truth is, it was like, she's a normal kid.
That was a error.
Although you had to see her face. But the truth is, so much was taken away, and there she was.
Everyone has something wrong, something that bothers them, something that makes them walk funny or talk funny or twitch. And that's just life. You need to learn how to deal with things God gave you and things that happen to you. Life's hard. You gotta deal with it,